Hello again, Timberwolves fans. Are you ready for the explosion of Timberwolves basketball? It is Tuesday, November the 19th, 2013, but in Australia, it is Wednesday, November the 20th, 2013, because Vince Germano, for back-to-back shows, is co-hosting Timberwolves Explosion. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me back, Joey. And I must say, on a day where a little bit of America came to my hometown today.
Uh-oh, what was that?
The grand opening of Costco.
Yep, that's right. Yep, I got the message on there. Yeah, we were talking on Facebook earlier. Costco is in Australia now, huh?
And let me tell you, there was punch-ons for parking spots. There was people everywhere. It was crazy.
Oh, that place is busy as all. You know what? Oh.
Yeah, I won't be going for a while.
Yeah, like the neighboring town here, because I live in Golden Valley, the St. Louis Park, Minnesota, has a
Yep.
Yeah, every time I go there, it's like, I hate this place. You know, even though it's nice and all that stuff, but it's like there's just too many people. I clam up.
Yeah, no, fair enough. No, it's I couldn't believe the turnout because I work right across the road from it, and I could not believe the turnout. But
Mm.
yeah, I'll see you. It's massive. I don't know how big yours are over there. This thing is massive.
Yeah, they're pretty big, like the big giant warehouse daily. So
Yeah.
it's probably similar. Maybe that one's larger to get things rolling over there. That could be.
Yeah, because I got told that some Costco's over there are a lot smaller, so I thought that was a bit weird. But
Wow.
yeah, stuff Costco. Let's get on to
Let's hit on it. Two rules, explosion, right? Yep. Stuff cost.
yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, yeah, this is episode 111. I don't even know if I mentioned that because I'm all excited. So off to a good start. I'm sure Laker fans are excited because certain shooting guard has been cleared full medical clearance to resume all basketball activities.
It's pretty exciting.
It was a
Look
Jody.
at how
No.
it's the one and only Kobe Bean Bryant, as we all know, and cannot wait to get him back out in the court to just be our closer. We missed him against the Grizz, and we missed him against another team. I can't remember who it was, but even just to give a bit of guidance to guys like Wes Johnson and Nick Young, and you know what I mean. Just being a leader and a mentor, and pulling Nick Young aside, saying, you're shooting too much, and
Yeah.
which is weird coming from Kobe. But
That's actually funny. Yeah.
like control yourself, all stuff like that, all leadership stuff. So I can't wait, and I'm trying to get a bit to see him play. I might even contemplate taking a sickie at work just so I can stay home and watch it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, sheesh. I mean, sometimes you want to just take the sick day. I mean, I always, I use the vacation day at least for season opener every year and for the NBA draft. That's like tradition, Christmas 2.0, I call it. Because it's literally like right around June 25th every year, so it's exactly like halfway to Christmas. So, hey, there you go, Christmas 2.0.
Nice. No, I might have to start getting in on that tradition.
Yeah, it's so fun. Yeah, the forecaster actually attends those. Oh,
But
I'm so bad.
you guys have got a reason to do it though, because you always got lottery picks, whereas we just like win championships. So.
Aw. Yeah, we still haven't won the lottery either. We don't even win championships over there either.
Yeah, that's true.
The
I
magic.
should say the little disclaimer. I am a big T-Wolves fan, so yeah, just put it out there. I'm not bagging his. I'm just mucking around.
Yeah, yep. He's yep. So those of you wondering, Vince Germano's background, of course, is a Laker fan. Of course, a member of the Courtside podcast. Just awesome show that I highly subscribe to in a big way. Yep, he is a Laker fan, but hey, he's also a Timberwolves fan. Yes, sir. So don't get too worried out there, guys. Don't get too worried about that. It's just, yeah. I mean, it's nice to see Kobe come back. I mean, at least we ended that streak. That's the good part. But
that was terrible. But we won't talk about that now.
I'm sorry.
But look, as BG said last night, we recorded. He said,
Sweet.
People are going to miss Kobe Bryant when he's gone. So, and I don't even want to think about that right now.
Yeah.
But he seems to think Kobe's got 3 years left. I don't see 3 years, but I'm just going to relish every opportunity I can to see him play.
It's yeah, and it is the old enjoy them while they're there because I miss Michael Jordan so much. It's not even funny, and it seemed like. It seemed like he'll never like the whole he'll never retire. He's Michael Jordan. He's been around forever. He's awesome. He's never gonna decline and get old. But hey, it happens. It
Yeah,
sucks, but
Father
it
Time.
happens. Go, sorry.
Yep, Father Time gets everyone, mate. Unfortunately, I always thought Shaq would be around forever, but yeah, I love Shaq.
Oh, I wish. I love him too out there. Yep, I love him too. So yeah, and those of you out there don't be jumping off my bandwagon. I remember I like tweeted Shaq how much I appreciated him and everything last year
Yep,
at the when he was what was it, that halftime retirement deal when they retired his
yep,
number. I had
yep.
four people unfollow me instantly, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Come on.
You're joking? Oh, that's crazy.
What a bunch of Kool-Aid drinkers.
Okay. Pardon me. There might have been Minnesota fans, but you're allowed to appreciate other legends that have played the game.
Yeah, for real. I couldn't believe
Yeah,
it. I was just like, wow, that's weird.
yeah, that's crazy.
Those are the same people that called it mindless garbage when I would rip Luke Ridnour. I'm like, okay, thank you for that.
I remember that. I remember that little stash on Twitter you had.
Oh yeah, that was. I had a couple of little deals with that. It was.
Yeah.
Mm. Luckily, I didn't cuss too much, but I
Fire
sure
up,
want to
Joey.
do.
That's right, mate.
Huh?
Sorry, you're allowed to fire up. Fire up, mate. You're allowed to fire up.
Yep. Yeah. I have to sometimes, don't I? Especially when he played Derek Fisher. But I hate that guy. Okay, sorry, Joey. So how about what do we start with first? I'll start with this. What's up with these Trailblazers? They're 9-2. Ah,
Pardon me.
Tristan Mayer. Yeah, Tristan Mayer's club is 9-2. Really? Yeah.
That's crazy, isn't it? But as I
Mm-hmm.
said to, I was talking to Hank, and as I said to him, I'm not convinced they've beaten. In my mind, they've beaten one quality team, and that's the Spurs, and that was at home.
Yeah. Yep.
I think they've played the Kings twice.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
They bid.
they haven't played anyone of note. I don't know what your thinking is, but I'm not convinced yet. I want to see what they're like around Christmas, which I
Yeah.
reckon they'll be around 500.
That would be nice. Yeah, they've beaten Phoenix. Oh no, they lost to Phoenix. All right then, they lost to Phoenix. That about sums it up right there. Okay, I wasn't. I can't believe it. Yeah, they beat Detroit. The little, the Rip City Bad Boys battle right there. Um, yeah, the Jailblazers got the win there. They beat Boston and they beat Phoenix by a point. Ooh, wow. So, yeah, they've had a couple of. I mean, and yeah, I hate the Blazers. I do. There's way too much. Yeah. Yeah, I remember we had that little discussion. Was it during the week? I was like, yeah, there's one team I actually hate more than the Spurs. It's the Blazers. It's just too much pinned up BS between the Wolves and Blazers. Excuse me. So seeing them nine
Yeah.
and two, it hurts. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, what's your take on that? Like, I would have loved to have played all those guys twice by now. We'd be 9-2 as well.
It would be helpful. Yeah, I mean I think they're good, but they're taking advantage of an easy schedule. Even Tristan Mayer admitted that. Of course, Rip City Bad Boys podcast. Yes, very cool show. Yeah, vulgar but cool. I have nothing against the vulgar. It's hilarious. Keelan King's hilarious, man. That's
Oh,
the Detroit guy.
he is hilarious, Keelan. I couldn't stop laughing. And the theme music they've got for the Cody Zeller watch,
Yes,
hilarious.
that
I,
was
I
really
won't
funny.
repeat. I won't repeat what it is, but yeah, listen to the show if you want to hear it.
It is pretty funny. But yeah, they're taking advantage of an easy schedule. It's the old by around Christmas is when things start to kind of become more evened out, so to speak, and we get an idea of what's really going on in this league. Yes. Boy,
Yeah,
how about?
look,
Go
sorry, I
ahead.
was just going to say that quickly. They have improved,
Yeah.
bench wise a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but also I'm not a fan of Terry Stotson. He will stuff this up at some stage.
Mm-hmm.
He,
Yeah.
he Sorry, you go for it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was gonna say I've heard you rip him on courtside. It's pretty funny. It's very Keelan King like. It's like Mo Cheeks. Excuse me.
Yeah, that stuff when he rips on my cheeks, I can't stop laughing at that. I had to tweet him a few times during the week just to trying to stir him up a bit. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, look, Terry Stotts, I'm not sold. I'm not sold on this 9-2 start. I'm not sold on Terry Stotts. So yeah, my money's on at Christmas time. They'll be around 500.
Mm-hmm. And I hope so because that means the Wolves would be ahead of them. I hope so. So real quick here. It's already Wolves related, but of course we'll take the break when we get hardcore into the Wolves. The New York Knicks are gonna have Kevin Love as a top priority. Do they
Yeah,
have to?
good luck with that.
Do they have to? Yeah, I don't think they're gonna get him though. No, that's a if he was frustrated with David Kahn, I think he'd be frustrated with that team too, just a little bit.
Oh, by a country mile, mate.
Yeah.
There's the upside of that the Wolves have got compared to the Knicks is just miles apart.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said on the uh, Wolves explosion page,
Mm-hmm.
there's no reason for him to leave Minnesota right now. It's an up and coming team. You've got a GM that knows what he's doing. He's getting him talent. He got talent in this off season. I dare say he'll do it again next off season.
Yeah, I think so.
Why the hell would he go to the Knicks, who are just a rabble? They're abysmal.
Yeah, there's no logic in it, and every time they try to hit the grand slam home run in free agency, they usually strike out. Like the whole LeBron thing and all that good stuff. And then, yeah, they got Carmelo, but uh, they gave up like the whole city of New York pretty much to get him.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, look at
But
the Nuggets. Yeah.
well, I was listening to Bruce Bowen today and Izzy Gutierrez, and Izzy was like, every time the Knicks get in trouble, they try and go for a Grand Slam trade or a signing, and they're after Rondo, they're after
Hmm.
Kevin Love. It just never works.
No, it never really does. What they need to do is draft better, make some smart free agent signings, and go from there. I mean, hey, look at Flip, smart free agent signings. I mean, neither one of them was this, blockbuster, $18 million a year, Dwayne Wade in his prime type of move. So, and boy, did it help the team. Oh my, until tonight. No, I hate this game tonight. Yeah, but I can't wait to get through that one. Mm-mm-mm. Uh, so yeah, I mean, you think the Lakers still have a shot at the postseason? Real quick, maybe we'll wrap up the league talk with that.
um,
The return of Kobe,
the return of Kobe.
Kobe. Yep.
Kobe. He's going to help, obviously, but
Yeah.
I still think we can sneak into eighth. But to tell you the truth, I really don't want to sneak into eighth. We haven't had a top draft pick or a really high draft pick for since I think we got Andrew Bynum at pick 10, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I just
Um,
want to experience a good draft day if possible, Mitch. Um, if you're listening, Mitch Kupchak, which how could he not be? Yeah, let's get a lottery pick, please.
yeah, for real.
Because I actually tipped in the discussion I had last night with the fellas. Obviously, BG thinks Kobe can play for 3 years, but I actually
Hmm.
said, in my opinion, I think he's going to see what we do this offseason. If we can land someone, and I don't really want this guy, but if they get Carmelo,
Hmm.
then we get a good draft pick, I think Kobe plays on. If we can't land anyone, what's the point of him going on? He's playing for rings. He
Yeah.
wants he wants more bling bling. So, what he's going to put his body through another season just to scrape into the playoffs? I don't think he wants to do that.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, well, yeah, that definitely makes a whole lot of sense with Kobe. I can't imagine he'd want to just play for a 43-win team. Something's going to give this summer, definitely, one way or another. This
Yep.
summer or even come February. I mean, I remember when the Lakers were kind of, and then they started to get a little bit better, and then all of a sudden, boom, Paul Gasol trades. Like, whoa, wow, and then they were in the finals. Like, okay, you know, they
Yeah, that
they
was
they improved quickly. Sorry, yep.
no. I keep interrupting you, mate. Sorry.
That's all right.
That's just my excitement of being on Timberwolves explosion again. But
Yes.
that Gasol trade was that was just like Christmas all over again. But Yeah, I struggle to see who we're going to get. I did tweet Keelan King saying it's going to be good to get a look at the future Laker Greg Monroe,
Ooh, yeah.
and he just sort of favoured it and had a chuckle. But I think he's one guy we will throw a max deal at.
I like him. Ooh, I like Greg Monroe an awful lot.
Oh yeah, he'd be very very nice pairing up with Kobe and whoever else we have. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. We'll see where we finish up.
It's going to be very interesting. Yeah, somebody's going there. It's just a matter of who. Just yeah, obviously pray it's not Kevin Love, but odds are I think Kevin Love stays right now. But we all know how things can change.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's staying at Minnesota.
For sure. So with that, yeah, I mean, yeah, lots of little Laker talk there. Lots of Laker talk. Some Knicks and some Blazers. Yeah, that's about sums up the league talk. If anything final you'd like to add?
I'd just like to say, I think Brooklyn are too old.
Yep. I agree. I'm with you. Hank McCoy was awfully high on them, but I was like, no. I still had them winning some games, but it's like, no, they're losing in the first round, though, even if they do make the postseason.
I was shocked yesterday to find out that Kevin Garnett is averaging 5 points. That's 5 points.
Wow.
7 rebounds. I mean, 7 rebounds,
Wow.
that's serviceable, but 5 points. And Paul Pierce, 13. And he hasn't scored 20 points yet, Paul Pierce.
It's pretty weird. Yeah, I mean, they're way too old. Yeah, now Garnett's up to 6.9. Ooh. Underrated. No.
Yeah, look, I said yesterday to Hank, I said, I hate to say it, but I think these guys might have played a year too long.
It does happen. There's always that 1 year too long, and it's always like, oh boy, oops.
Yep.
It happens to a lot of players in a lot of different sports. A lot of baseball players, they'll bat like 100 their last year. It's like, yeah, shoot, I think I'm done. Oh, poor Brooklyn.
Stuff them.
Stuff them. Yeah. All right. So with that, we shall come back right after this, and we will hop right into Timberwolves talk.
Do you shop on Amazon? Did you know that you can support this podcast just by doing your normal shopping on Amazon? It's really easy to do. Just go to thesportstuff.com and click on one of the many Amazon pictures. Do your normal shopping, and Amazon sees that we referred you, and they give us a percentage. We'd like to thank you in advance for supporting thesportstuff.com, and please use our Amazon link. Now enjoy the rest of the show.
We are going round.
And we are back here on Timberwolves Explosion, episode number 111, which is a reminder for those of you out there on your mobile devices. For Apple devices like iPhones, iPods, simply download us on iTunes, Timberwolves Explosion, of course. For Android devices, download the Double Twist application, find us on there, and of course on Windows and BlackBerry, search for us in the store, and you'll find us and be able to download and listen whenever. So there you go. We are back here with Vince Germano to talk Timberwolves, and we've got 4 games to review. 4 games again, yes, sir. We have a nice little revenge game against the Cleveland Cavaliers, a strong night, and a couple of frustrating games against Denver and Washington that I'd really like to get back. God. But a couple of blowouts against Cleveland and Boston. That's cool. The first one is Wednesday, November the 13th. The Timberwolves destroy Cleveland 124-95. Yes, sir. Very, very easy game there for us.
It was good to see the team was going to be back on the Cavs.
Yeah, this was fun. It was so fun. I couldn't believe it. And of all people, Robbie Hummel started. Kevin Martin out with sickness. Unbelievable night for the Wolves.
And Corey Brewer, from memory, and this one came up big time.
He sure did. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
With just covering for Kevin Martin nicely with was it 27 points?
27 points, and he had all 5 of his 3-pointers. My goodness.
Nice bonus there.
Big time. I mean, that was just an incredible game for Corey Brewer. 10 of 17 from the floor, He was everywhere. Rubio, 16 assists. That's all. Just 16 assists.
It's just why we love him. It's why we love the old
Oh,
Rubes.
wasn't that awesome? Yeah, this was such a fun, easy game for the Wolves. Love only got 8 rebounds because the Wolves are making so many shots in this game. It's beyond belief. Robbie Hummel started too, by the way. 20, as I mentioned, 28 minutes for Robbie Hummel. The guy you were like, who the hell is Robbie Hummel? Remember that?
I
Yeah.
had no idea who this guy was. I text Joey and I'm like, okay, who's Joey? Who's Robbie Hummel when he's at home? Seriously.
Well, in a lot of
Yeah.
ways.
I was just going to say, yeah, and you filled me in, so I was happy with that.
Yeah, I was going to say, in a lot of ways, the only good pick David Kahn ever made that didn't just accidentally fall to him, a la Rubio.
Yeah.
He was like the 56th pick or something, 52nd, 56th pick overall in the draft. He was a known guy in college, but 3 ACLs later, it's like, so, hey, he's back and he's all right. He's kind of like less athletic Buttinger, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good comparison. But you know what? If a guy's had 3 ACLs and he's managed to crack the big time, more power to him. That's I'm rooting for the guy, as they say.
Yeah, for sure. Me too. Because, I mean, it's a steep hill to climb from late in the second round. Those guys almost never, ever get even a crack. And he did it. He did it. Congratulations, Robbie Hummel. Last year he played overseas. And this year, because obviously still part of the team and all that stuff, training camp and then preseason and then NBA season. Yes, sir.
And so when he was ready to go, fully fit and healthy, that's when Chris Johnson got the chop.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Chris Johnson did get the chop. And, it's like the old what can you do type of deal, especially bringing in the Turiafs of the world and all that good stuff. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Enjoy the big win. I mean, I imagine you're sitting back there in your home in Minnesota, just stressed. There's no stress. You're up by about 40 and
Yeah.
just enjoying the blowout.
Yeah, we were chilling like a villain that night. It was that was great. I like that saying. 55% from the floor, only 50% from 3. That's all. Not quite as good against like Washington or anything. No, I'm getting there. I'm just chomping at the bit for that.
I'm waiting for it. I'm
gonna drop some F-bombs tonight, I think. Okay. Not that it's unusual on a podcast or anything, but mine I try to be a little careful. I mean, I'll say it once in a while, but I'm careful. Yes. It's a family show. It's a family show.
We try and make it a family show.
It's like, yeah, right. Yeah, this was go ahead.
I was just going to say, but in the world of the NBA, when your team loses to teams that they should be beating, sometimes you can't help but swear. Or, as you guys say, cuss.
Yes, cuss, swear, blow up at the screen. That's one of the reasons why it's Timberwolves Explosion, because there is going to be one of those once in a while where I'll pop an artery on my head or something. Pop a blood vessel, whatever the word is. This was a fun game. I mean, there really isn't all that much to say other than we just scorched the net the whole night. It was easy going. There was smiles all around. Lots of guys got some garbage burn late in the game. Like Shred played the whole fourth. AJ Price played the whole fourth. Shabazz Muhammad played most of the fourth and did nothing at all. Gorgie Zheng played a bit of the fourth. Yeah, he got a block and 6 rebounds. He was all right. Actually, he played earlier than that, too, a little bit. But, oh, boy. Well, we'll see. So the old Shved, Zhang, and Shabazz trio is really, really behind the 8 ball right now. Big time.
Yeah, look, I coming out of college, like I've said in the past, I liked Shabazz.
Mm-hmm.
Would have thought he would at least be able to contribute something this season, but even Dang, I thought he would have been able to contribute. But
yeah,
look, it's still early. Hopefully, Adelman, finds some time for them. Even Derek Williams. So, but I think I reckon Derek Williams, Shabazz, and Shved. Don't be surprised if they're traded at some stage.
Yeah, it's somebody, or yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Derek Williams and Shabazz, I keep getting them mixed up, but get traded at some point. I almost was like, yeah, Shabazz Muhammad won't even be on this team 2 years from now, like immediately when he got picked. So yeah, it's kind of leading that way, I believe. Never know, never know.
Yeah, look, like I said in the past, Adelman's got history not playing rookies, so
Yes, he does. Jerry Sloans of the world, Mike D'Antoni. Okay, I got to stop saying that word. Oh, right.
yeah,
That's
it makes me that makes me vomit in my mouth a little bit when you say D'Antoni.
hmm
Can't
big
stand that
time.
guy.
Yeah, I don't blame you at all. I bet you there's other candidates out there. That's for sure.
George Carl.
Yep. That's a big name right there. It could happen someday. Fire D'Antoni.
Oh, party at
Even
my house when that happens.
yeah, like even non-Laker fans are like, fire D'Antoni, fire D'Antoni.
He's just an ass. That's
Yeah.
what it is. And he lies to the media. I don't know. I'm sorry for getting into Laker talk again, but yeah, he
No,
just
it's okay.
lies to the media. I can't stand him. God help me. God help me.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you for the frustration. And a perfect segue, since we talked about George Karl, his former club, coached by Brian Shaw. Oh, still just as annoying as ever. Every time the Wolves go to Pepsi Center, oh my God, I couldn't take it anymore. There's something about the Denver Nuggets and Portland Trailblazers that make me like want to fly through the TV screen and strangle like everybody. I don't know what it
I
is.
Mate, let me tell you, I don't mind the
Oh,
Nuggets, but mate,
mm,
I watched this. It was a lovely Saturday morning. I was watching this game live here, and
mm-hmm.
I like you at one stage in the fourth. As much as I like Corey Brewer,
Yeah,
there was a stage there where I think he's only down by 4 or 5, and it was a corner three,
yeah,
and he had the defender running at him, and he had to his right. I think he had Kevin Martin like an the elbow three, and all he had to do was just kick it out to Martin, who was wide open all day.
yeah,
And he took the shot himself. And I'm like, that's the part of Corey Brewer I don't like. Yes, you are improved as a player.
mm-hmm.
Yes, you give the Timberwolves a lot. You're scoring a lot. You're getting out in the break. Your jump shot's improved. But I'm sorry, if Kevin Martin's open and you're open, I still want Kevin Martin shooting the rock.
Yeah, he is definitely the better of the two, without a doubt. If Kevin Martin's open for three, you have to give him the ball. Um, that whole game was just drove me nuts. Maybe it was just because Corey Brewer's playing Denver and he's just like, no, I'm taking it. Um, sometimes the IQ is high, sometimes it's not with Brewer. I'd say generally it's high, but he's got those brain fart moments.
Yeah,
It's
he seems to me, especially against Denver, and I think you're right. I think it was a bit of I'm playing against Denver. I've got something to prove.
yep.
He tend to just go a bit too fast, like slow down a bit. He was
Yeah.
just forcing it too much.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not a lot, but every so often it was like he was just trying to do too much with the ball or something. And it's like yeah, it hurt him. It hurt the Timberwolves, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. It was just frustrating game in general. And yeah, it seemed like the Wolves in general, their IQ wasn't too high in this game. I mean, their offense was fine in general. Mistakes here and there type of deal. There was a decent amount of turnovers. I've seen worse, but mm, let's see, there were 16 turnovers, so that's not good. That's not like 22 number or anything. That's crazy, but 16 is not good. Denver's always the kind of team, they're always flying all over the Wolves. These athletic teams drive me nuts, and boy, are they balanced all over the place. They're scoring. How many guys got double digits in this game? 7 guys got double digits for Denver. Nearly 8 if Daryl Arthur made one more basket. That's about it there. Man, what a butt kicking by the Nuggets. It's every time we go there, it's like this. Man. Ugh.
Yeah, look, it was frustrating to me too because Kevin Love in the last quarter. I don't know if you noticed, but I was live tweeting it. It's like he hasn't. No, it was on Facebook. Sorry,
Yeah. I saw,
it
yep.
was like a 6 minute stretch. He didn't touch the ball, and then when he
Yeah.
did touch the ball, he scored. And I'm like,
Just
you
give him
haven't
the
gone
ball.
him for 6 minutes. Why? I don't understand. He's your main gun. He's your franchise guy.
Yeah, I see
That's what
what
he's
you
getting
mean.
paid for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, I see what you mean there in a lot of ways. It's they should have just kept giving him the ball. And the other thing too is the defense the whole night. It's like every time Denver had the ball, they scored every single time. The Wolves needed any type of stop to make some type of move, like to kind of to bridge the gap, so to speak. The Wolves couldn't do it because they weren't stopping anybody the whole night, and that's the root of the problem for this night and for other games.
Yeah, I agree. Look, that's probably
Mm.
look. It's like we keep saying. It is early. We don't want to be too negative because the
Yeah,
Wolves are playing, pretty good basketball.
yeah.
But that is the defense has to be worked on. Uh, Look, extra practice on it. I don't know. I'm not a coach, but I don't know if is Adelman. Is he a big defensive guy? Like I know he obviously demands D being played, but
Hmm.
is it a huge priority? Is he like the defense first, or is it a balance? Or you know more about Adelman than I do, so just wondering.
Yeah. Generally, I'd say it's more offense. He does focus on defense. He's got a balanced. I would say he's a balanced coach, but leans offensive. In the Sacramento days, everybody was like he's only offense. But, it's both because I mean it was both in Portland. So the
Yep.
the Blazers were pretty good defensively. That's for sure. They weren't just scorching threes all day like the early '90s Warriors or whatever it was. Yeah, and they'd score like 110 and then give up like 109.
Yep. Yep.
With old Spree and all those guys. Rubio was scoreless in this game. Other than that, just another frustrating night where a more athletic team beat a less athletic team. That's kind of one of the other things with the Wolves. They have trouble with these athletic teams at times. So sometimes we beat them, though, like the Knicks. The Knicks are an older athletic team, but, you get the idea.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Look, I actually I thought with Hickson at centre for Denver, who isn't a bad player, but they had no McGee. They had no McGee. I thought you could have punished them inside a bit more. Like,
I wish.
but yeah, it just didn't happen. You know what? It's one of those games. It's just one of those. Hopefully they watch the tape, they learn from it, and send a message next time they play Denver.
Yeah, basically it was a brain fart game. Pekovic, another guy, yeah, 7 of 11 from the floor. So there it is. About take advantage inside a little bit. Only 11 field goal attempts where some guys had like more. Almost like
Yeah.
a lot of guys had more. Berea had more for crying out loud. Cunningham had more. Come on. Oh well.
Berea was huge though. He
was
kept
good.
his within touch.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes
So,
little hero ball is sometimes he can be pretty valuable.
absolutely. Yeah, well, nearly. Let's just hope they do learn from it. So,
I hope so. Yep, for sure. So that's a good way to close that one. Of course, that was Friday, November the 15th, if I rudely didn't mention it. Back to back. The Wolves come home against a Boston Celtics team. Very different roster than they've had for a while. They're now a bunch of Brooklyn Nets, those SOBs. No. Saturday, November the 16th, Minnesota defeats the Boston Celtics 106-88. 106-88. It was another sit back and put your feet up type of game. That's kind of the theme of this week. It's either sit back and put your feet up or just sweat it out, screaming and just flipping out, throwing your phone if you're watching it on your phone, which I was tonight. Luckily, thank God. A little glitch on the league pass. Yes, sir. Was able to watch the whole thing on there, and that was a lot of fun. No, it wasn't, but yeah. As for the Celtics game, I was able to do that as well for that one. It was just sit back, put your feet up, and enjoy. Just a balanced type of game, easy going. Pekovic was really, really good. I mean, 8 of 9 from the floor, double-double, 2012 for Nikola Pekovic. Wow.
it's beautiful to see.
Beautiful. Brewer on the decline a bit this week because, yeah, he didn't play very well against Denver. He was phenomenal against Cleveland. But, again, the way the Cavs played that night, almost anybody was. It seemed like Corey Brewer. Corey Brewer, though, on the decline a bit of late, unfortunately. He might be a candidate for the Johnny Flynn Memorial. This was a fun little balanced type of night, though.
Yeah, look, you want to be you want to be beating teams like Boston by this margin.
Mm-hmm.
And you probably, I know you were disappointed with today's game, but I think Washington are a lot better than Boston. But
Yeah.
this is just another positive for the Wolves season. I think. I'm glad you're blowing out the cellar dwellers of the
Mm-hmm.
league.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see you blowing out Boston. I want to see you blowing out Milwaukee and Utah and Brooklyn.
Yeah, I'd like to see that too. Oh, man. I think we will actually, but
Hughes will smash him. Hughes will absolutely smash him. But
use.
yeah, look, I don't know what to say about this Boston game. It was just
Yeah.
Love was big again. Peck was awesome. Rubio was solid with 7 assists.
Mm-hmm.
It was expected. The blowout win was expected.
Yeah, and like you said, how there isn't all that much to say about the game. It was kind of, there weren't really many notables about it. It's just just the better team won the game. The Wolves played very nice. It was fun. Love a little bit sloppy, but he didn't shoot particularly great. 7 turnovers. Martin tends to get into these type of games as well. That he shot like 33% and 1 of 7 from 3. Little Rashad McCants in him on this night, but luckily he's just, I guess we were ahead and he's just hoisting him up for whatever reason.
Let's get that scoring average up.
Look at you, Kevin. Look at you.
That was just a game. You came in, took care of business, and went home.
Yeah, it's just one game. Yep, and yeah, it's just he does have a little bit of these where his field goal percentage is a little crummy, but still, hey, at least he's getting it done anyway. Though in the end, in the long run, I guess we'll say maybe not at the clutch moments of the game, but keeps you ahead of your opponents, though.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Rubio scoring still in the cellar as well. He had 0 points against Cleveland, 3 against Boston. It's like, what can you do though, right? It'll come around.
Absolutely, I've got no doubt Rubio will get his scoring going.
Mm-hmm.
I've said it countless times. I've said it on our show down at Courtside. I've said it on this show. His form looks fine.
Yeah, it does.
He just shoots really flat,
Yeah.
and he just needs to chuck up 5,000 shots every practice,
Mm-hmm.
or at some stage, at least once a week. But Adelman had an interesting point.
Mm-hmm.
He wants Rubio to shoot early in the games.
That would be nice. Get the. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, yeah, just because he plays so hard and he thinks he's a bit tired to shoot towards the end, which, as we all know, can affect your shot.
Yeah, it's like get the rhythm started early. That's a big thing. I think, yeah. I mean, a lot of ways you get that confidence up, you get things moving. It's a perfect way to get Rubio going. I think, yeah, that was a good point. So really, yeah, this game was fun, but yeah, it's like pretty much time to move on, I guess, from that one. Even though it was very enjoyable. Yes, we need it. we need those kind of games. I wish Garnett was on that and we could blow him out, but it'll come, right? Oh yeah,
absolutely. I think you'll smash them.
So we get the rest of Sunday and Monday off. The Wolves do anyway. Then head to the Washington. We head to the nation's capital, Washington D.C., to play the Washington Bullets. Okay, Wizards. I wish it was Bullets, but which was a train, not bullets from a gun. It was a train, but everybody's like it was bullets. Nah, well, supposedly that's why they got rid of the name. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm with you, mate. They should put it back to Bullets.
Yeah, please do. I hate the Wizards. Hate them. Oh, I've hated that team ever since they changed the name. I hate them with a passion. I hated them ever since they told Michael Jordan to stuff it. But then again, maybe they should have, I guess, now that we see what kind of GM he is. GM, owner, all that good stuff. He proved himself now. Oh, man, what is up with Kevin Martin's field goal percentage? Jeez. 4 of 17. Oh, my. What a fun. It was an entertaining game, but the Wolves are playing so strong early. It's like, here we go, another nice win for the Wolves, but that third quarter, baby, I'm telling you. And there were early signs late in that second quarter. I was like, Washington's catching up a little bit, but we'll be okay. Third quarter, though, was just, oh, boy. The bottom came out.
Mm-hmm. You're going to have to fill me in because, like I said to you before we started, I went to my desk at work and checked my phone. I checked the Minnesota score, and I thought, oh, beauty, they're up by, I forget how much you're up by, but it's like 20 or something.
Yeah, at least 15. Yeah, we were at least 15. Um, and then it just kind of started to slowly unravel. But then as you figure, oh, we'll be fine. We're still ahead by a little bit, or oh, we're only down by a little bit. But then it's like midway through that fourth quarter, I'm like, I think we're going to lose this game, and I'm really upset right now. I'm really starting to get mad. it just stayed that way for the longest time. Down by 3, down by 3, down by 3, down by 3. Are they ever going to score? At least Washington's missing, but we're not scoring either. And then I can't take it anymore. And then because what I'm about to get to is just I'm going to break the TV here, break everything. But yeah, the Wolves got within 1. It's like, okay, that's cool. Here we go. This is great. And then the Washington went up by 2 again, or by 3 again, whatever. Nikola Pekovic gets fouled, misses both of his free throws. Yeah, both. That's right, both. And then the Wolves get within 1 again. Kevin Love, I believe, scored. And then next thing, the Wolves make 1 free throw, 1 of 2. I can't remember if it was Love. I mean, the Wolves really stunk from the free throw line all night. I believe it was Kevin Love. Free throw percentage, by the way, only 66%. That's not good enough if you're going to win on the road. That's for sure. So the Wolves are down by 2. Kevin Martin hits an open 3. Oh, my God, we're up by 1. We really might pull this off. There's only about 20-some seconds left or so. 40 seconds, 20-something in there. Oh, you know what happened, don't you?
I think I know what happened. Because you haven't mentioned it yet, and I'm just waiting for it.
You can yell, you're revving up. I can hear you. and then, well, the Wolves. Here we go. Washington's having trouble. They're just passing the ball around. The shot clock's running out. Oh, John Wall's. Oh, he has to fly in the air to kick the ball out. And then there's Martell Webster. Martell Webster standing there from the 3-point line, and he made a 3-pointer. And nobody was near him, and he's staring at us like, oh, yeah, you guys screwed me over, which you son of a bitch. You screwed us over for 2 years.
When I saw him hit that 3, I just thought about everything that you've ever said about Martell Webster. It couldn't have been a more worst guy to hit the 3 on you. Oh man.
I hate the Washington Wizards with a passion. Oh, my God. Because a couple years ago, Mike Miller was doing the same thing, just draining them like 6 teams on us. It's like, you didn't make any of those against for us.
Yeah, that's what it's like.
Every time. It's the Wizards, too. Every time. And then last year, as Martell Webster got hot from 3 again, but this time it just happened to be that one shot. That one shot.
Yep.
Oh, man, I can't take it anymore. Why is he looking at us like we screwed him over?
Yeah, I know.
And yeah, he made 5 of 10. Yeah, he was part of the comeback and all that stuff too. I hate him. You
got to admit though, he's playing pretty well this season.
Yeah, he is. Ever since he signed with those DC Wizards. Oh man, a lot of words you could put with DC, by the way, but that alone. Oh. I want to run him over. Oh, man.
He actually, it's funny, I know he was at the Wolves for a couple of years, but
yeah.
To me, he's exactly what you need off that bench at the moment.
It would be. That's the funny part. If this was what we were going to get, yeah. I mean, like Corey Brewer. Corey Brewer ended up getting better when he went to Denver, and he torched us a couple of times. Though I just didn't get nearly as mad because it's just there was something about Brewer that's likable.
Yep.
This guy, there's something about him I can't stand. He just seemed like he screwed us over too much. Hate him.
I was waiting for it. When I'd seen that Martell hit it, I could not believe it.
You knew it was coming, didn't you?
Well, I turned my phone off because I thought, the Wolves have got this.
Yeah.
And then I checked back when I got home. I'm like, what the hell happened? And then I'm looking at the recaps like, Joey's going to be pissed.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you like the way I tell the story? Do you like that? The way I paint the picture? Oh,
Oh, mate, it's you can feel the pain, the passion, the disappointment, everything.
oh, it's like all the above, and it's always this certain guy that like, there was some type of frustration with him, and they always come back and kill you. It's like, yeah, we pass on him in the draft or trade him in the draft, like Brandon Roy, who used to hit like 19 threes on you, on us. And then he comes
Yep.
here, he didn't hit one three, not one, not one.
Did he even hit a basket? For
Barely.
you guys.
I think barely. I think he was able to average like 6 points a game in 5 games. 5 games for 5 million, baby.
That was one of Khan's worst.
Ooh boy, talking about a strikeout.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's like trying to swing at a Roger Clemens fastball in his prime with a plastic bat. Yeah, that's basically what he did
Yep.
there. The bat snapped in half right away.
That's it. That is a good way to put it.
That's perfect. Oh man. So yes, the final score was 104 to 100. I was paranoid about getting into overtime anyway. Wizards are only 3-7. By the way, they were 2-7 going into this game. The Wolves have dropped to 7-5. So, man,
Now's the time to get another winning streak. They've got to take stock now and get it together and just, another 100 points given up.
yep.
It's just not good enough. It's not. It's you can get to the playoffs, but it's not championship D.
Yeah, definitely. That's a big number for the Wolves. When you mention 100, my goodness, like almost every time they gave up 100, they lost here. I'm going to look this over real quick. The season opener, the Wolves gave up 101, and we gave up 100 against the Knicks in one. But really, ever since, it's lost every time. Yeah,
Yep.
That's a pretty good note there. Yeah, Golden State lost. Dallas, we gave up 100 there, but that was kind of a jolly little game. Clippers, we lost. Denver lost, and Washington lost. So, yeah, 100 is a very important number in basketball, without a doubt.
But the thing is, with the Wolves have got plenty of scoring, just
Yeah.
more than enough. So we want to see a commitment, a better defensive display and effort.
It would be really nice, wouldn't it? It really would.
It would be. It would be. I think they'll get it together. Like, look, we're not expecting. We want playoffs from the T-Wolves,
Yeah.
and we'll see where you go from there. We're not expecting a championship, but this is obviously a fresh start. With the rosters put together or flips put together. Now we want to build on it for next season, the season. You want to be a contender at least next season or the season after. You don't want to be still giving up games like this. Like,
Yeah.
we've got it in the bag. There's blood in the water. You want the T-Wolves to just shut the door, close the gate, put them away. We took care of business. We're leaving. Who's next?
Yeah, that's what should have happened tonight, and it didn't. So yeah, that's what it's all about. You got to put the clamps down a little bit here, and that's the next step for this team's development, without a doubt.
Well, winning is it's a habit. I think. Just like losing can be a habit, winning as well.
Yeah.
Like they've just got to get that mindset when there's blood in the water, put them away. It's how he's going to get to it's how I think he'll get to the promised land, get that Larry O'Brien trophy
Ooh, yes.
back to Minnesota.
For the first time since the late 50s.
And
Minneapolis.
I think we took 9 to LA, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, actually, you took the Minneapolis Lakers won 5.
There you go. We took. I knew we took a certain amount. I was just trying to stir you up a bit.
Yeah, look at you. Yeah, but then the LA Lakers won 11, and then that makes 16. There you go. 16. Isn't it beautiful?
Nice. Sweet 16.
They finally got one in the late 60s after all those depressing losses to the Celtics at the time for them, I'm sure. And then, of course, Magic and Kobe and Shaq and Kareem and all that stuff won 10. Yep. So
Is that all? Jeez.
That's not enough. That's not enough. Step it up, guys. Step it up. No, I'm kidding.
It's funny. I've got this lady at work who's a mad Houston Texans fan, and she just got back from the States. Actually, she's also a mad Oklahoma City fan, and she hates the Lakers and Kobe. And I just keep saying, well, I've seen 5 championships. What have you seen? And she just shuts up shop, goes quiet,
Yeah,
doesn't
really.
give me any more crap. But I must say, she did visit Minnesota,
Oh, cool.
and her and her husband absolutely loved it.
Hmm.
They want to get back to Minnesota, so I thought that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is neat. That is neat. Thunder. It's like don't get me started, right? I don't totally hate him, but I don't like him either. Let's just say Westbrook and all that good stuff. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be interesting if, because Kevin Love and Westbrook are,
Yes.
they're mates, obviously.
Yep.
Be pretty cool if Kevin Love just sent him a few text messages saying, "How about you come to Minnesota and just play a little over here, see if we can win a championship." That'd be pretty cool.
That would be awesome. Play a little shooting guard. Yes. Keep Rubio and have them together.
Absolutely. We keep Rubio,
Yeah. Oh,
Rusty at the 2, half rabbit, half kangaroo.
could you imagine all the steals? Yeah, because Rusty does get steals.
Oh boy.
As much as I hate cocky players, they're harder to hate when they're on your team. Bring a little cockiness to the Wolves. That'd be nice.
Bloody oath.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'd love to see it. Love to see that.
Yeah, for sure.
Big free agents. You don't really land big free agents.
Not much. I mean, I think our first was this summer, pretty much. I mean, like ever, really. I mean, we signed Terry Porter way back in 1996.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah, it was around. Yeah, I do remember the signing. I can't exactly remember the year, but
It was 95, excuse me. Yep. It was Garnett's rookie year, going into Garnett's rookie year, pardon me.
yeah. But he was past his prime, wasn't he? I mean, he was still decent.
Yeah, he was still pretty. I kind of liked him that year. He actually started at point guard that year because, obviously Steph wasn't here yet. It was the final. The reason why I know is because Garnett's rookie year, the Wolves were it was their last year with their original uniforms. And
I wish they'd go back to those.
I do too. That would be a really good decision, I think. Really good. And of course the logo too.
Yep.
Man, I'd love that. And yeah, I do clearly remember Terry Porter wearing that uniform. So that was his first year. Terry Porter. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Good times. I used to, like I've said before in the past shows, because Luke Longley was first Australian in the NBA, playing with the T-Wolves. That was every night on the news here would get a report on how Luke Longley went, and there was a little bit of highlights and stuff like that. And every so often they'd show a Luke Longley game. But just every time they showed a Luke Longley game, he'd get like 14 rebounds.
Isn't that fun? Yeah.
And then he'd go, wouldn't do anything for about another 5 games, and then they'd show another game, and Longley'd get 14 rebounds again.
That's funny. Yeah, he was definitely a hit and miss. He had a nice little jump shot, and he was he could rebound. Obviously, he plugged the middle of that way and such. Good player. Yeah, it's fun when you reminisce on the old Wolves days because you do remember all those guys like Big Brown Bear and stuff.
Yeah, Mike Brown.
Mike Brown.
Fringe with legs.
He was a heavy guy. Oh my God.
Oh.
I remember when you look over on the bench because unfortunately that's where he was a lot, especially his second year here. And he was just buried. You look over at the bench, there's this guy, and boom, it's like, what the? Jeez. That guy's, what the heck? How much does he weigh? Okay, I'm so mean. I shouldn't even say that.
But it's true, though. You look at him on the court and you're like, my God, I don't want to run into this bloke.
Yeah, he was a big son of a gun. I still remember a play, like if to bring in the reminiscence. That's fun to do this on this show, like when we're on here together. I still remember a play where Mike Brown got the ball, maybe just in front of the 3-point line, and no one was near him, and he just was like, okay, nobody's near me, and he just started ramming towards the net. It was hilarious.
He dunked it, didn't he?
I believe he got fouled. He got fouled on this one. I think it was a different one.
I think they showed that on a very similar play with Mike Brown
Maybe
on Courtside Countdown here when they used to show NBA action here.
Mm-hmm.
Back when I was a kid, back then. Yeah, but I remember all the old Wolves guys. I remember then our Australian guard who wanted to take on Charles Barkley in a fight. Shane Hill signed with the T-Wolves.
Yep, Shane Hill. That was Steph's rookie year, by the way. Yep, 96, 97. Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah.
Shane Hill could really play. Like he's got the minute he steps off the bus, he's in range. Like he has got 3-point range in bunches. Like
Mm-hmm.
just I think he had a few injuries at Minnesota. I really thought he could have
Yeah.
stuck.
I was
Oh,
surprised he didn't.
tough guy too, fiery, tough, would not take crap from anyone.
No, for real. Yeah. I was surprised he didn't stick longer than he did. It was like, huh, that was quick. Like, what happened?
Yep.
It was a
Well,
shame.
this is a great thing about Shane Hill. He remembered Gary Payton gave him a lot of stick in I think it was the '94 World Championships.
Yeah, yeah. I have a bit of memory of that. Yeah.
Was giving him a lot of crap, and pardon me, um, Shane Hill, what, 2 years later signed, or 3 years later signed with the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Seattle come into town, and I remember he said I can't remember which Timberwolves player, but he said, I've got Peyton,
Mm-hmm.
and he ended up dropping, I think, 5 threes in Peyton's face.
Oh yeah, I do remember. Yes, yes, I do remember that.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
yeah.
We
And the
still remember that
commentator,
game.
I don't know who the commentator was, but the commentator was going off his dial over Shane Hill, and we
Oh,
were wrapped back here watching that.
Kevin Harlan, right? Was it Kevin Harlan when he was
Could it
still
have
with the
been
Wolves?
Harlan?
When he said,
Might have
"Shane."
been.
Yeah, like can I try to imitate it really quick?
Go for it, yeah.
Shane Hill has electrified this crowd. Was it that one?
You think it was?
That's it. That's how that was. I still remember it because I'm one of those kind of people that has a weird memory. Like I can
Yeah,
just remember stuff like real easy.
yeah.
That's
Oh,
that was Kevin Harlan.
oh, man, that is awesome. Yeah, I wish I
Hmm.
could get that game somewhere. But
Oh yeah.
I just back in those days because we used to play like NBA on the computer back then,
Mm-hmm.
a little video game, and I'd always go to the Timberwolves
Mm-hmm.
because it had Luke Longley, and then I kept going the Timberwolves even after he left because I liked Chuck Person.
Oh, that son of a guy. Yeah, it is half court threes all the time.
I absolutely love Chuck Person. I don't know, just something about Chuck Person I liked.
He could be very good. He could really light it
Absolutely.
up. Yeah, like when he was really in it, he could really light it up. Sometimes his basketball IQ was like, sometimes he do stuff that would. He Chris Webbered a game for us one time. If you know what that was, you probably have an idea what that is.
The timeouts.
Yep. And then he's walking around with this smile on his face, kind of laughing like afterwards. And my brother's like, "What an idiot!" He's just ended up calling him an idiot and stuff. He just ruined the game for the whole. Like he cost us the game, and he's walking around smiling.
Jeez.
Yeah, my brother's always like that. He likes to call people idiot, real quickly. I
Yeah.
don't blame him, but
Yeah.
yeah, the guy was
Man, so many good players you guys had.
for real. Yeah, he never got a chip, as you like to call it, a chip.
No, never got a chip.
That son of a
But,
guy. I thought he won one with the Spurs, but no, it was too early. Nope. He was on some really good teams, but no chip. No.
yeah, he got some rings as an assistant at the Lakers, but that's about it.
Oh yeah.
But, yeah, just guys like Tellis Frank and Bob McCann,
Oh yeah. McCann was aggressive.
Thel Bailey.
I like him a lot. Thurl Bailey. Yeah. He was so good.
He was. He not a lot of people remember Thel Bailey, but he could play.
He had those goggles.
Yeah.
He was
Um,
good.
One guy, Felton Spencer.
like another ogre out there who was
Oh,
productive
boy.
later in his career with Utah. Yeah,
Yeah, he was. Doesn't that annoy you? He leaves and then he's productive.
all the time. That's the story of the Wolves. Marcel Webster, Mike Miller. It just goes on. Not Johnny Flynn yet, but we're still waiting on that.
I actually when he signed with the Melbourne Tigers here, I thought he would
yeah.
dominate here, but he slowed down. Let me tell you, he lost a lot of pace.
Something's He that was it that hip deal. I forget what they call it now. Why am I blanking? Or was it just
Is it
hip
a hip-
surgery?
Hip flexor or something? Was it worse than that?
I think it's worse. 'Cause I
Yeah.
could be wrong. Doggone it.
Yeah, who
There you go.
knows?
Doggone it. I like saying that.
Have you heard the latest American who signed in the Australian League?
Oh, who's that?
Sam Young.
Sam Young, really?
Yeah, he just signed with the Sydney Kings.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we're pretty happy about that. He should dominate down here. If he doesn't drop 30 a night, there's something wrong.
Yeah, he should do something anyway. I mean, you hope so. Maybe he's got a better mindset than Flynn did anyway. Oh man,
Yeah, I think he'll do better. So yeah,
gotta hope so. Got to hope so. Yeah, I mean, it's just some guys they just don't know what's going on. Um, Real quick, just to throw this in here, there's actually nothing new on Facebook, so I guess we can pass on the Facebook.
already.
Which is cool because we definitely made up with it with the reminiscing, which we still can
Yeah.
continue if you'd like to. But to look it up though, simply go to Timberwolves Explosion Minnesota Timberwolves Show. Look that up on Facebook, and if you get two, pick the one that says company, not group. Company, not group. Click like and join. There's also at Wolves Explosion. Vince, do you have a Twitter? Yes.
Yes, my Twitter is at VINROK44.
Rock and roll.
If you want to hit me up and chat hoops, do it because I love chatting hoops.
Yeah, definitely. More than worth it. Great guy here in the People's Champ, Vince. Yes, sir. I say yes, sir, so much.
Yes,
It's like a show Twitch or something that I got going. If I'm on a show, I got to say yes, sir, every 5 minutes. So yeah, I mean, I love reminiscing old school Wolves. It just shows you out there that there's there's just I don't know if I should nudge too much, but there's other shows out there that let's just say their basketball knowledge doesn't go back as far. Ours,
Yep. There's nothing better than reminiscing, is there? It just
I love it.
takes you back to your childhood, and you remember guys that. I'm sure there's guys out there who don't remember Talis Frank, but I do because I remember sitting in front of my TV and
I remember too.
one day I think he pulled down 10 rebounds one day, and I thought, who is this Talis Frank guy? And
Yeah,
you just remember him, and Doug West and
Chris Smith,
Michael Williams, Chris Smith, Pooh Richardson. I loved Pooh Richardson.
Pooh Richardson. Yeah, I remember the PA announcer back then had a deeper voice than the one that's been there for a while. Since about the Garnett era, he's still here now, but the old one who had a deeper voice, like one for the Timberwolves. I still remember that voice. He had really sounded like a show host or something, like a Wheel of Fortune or something. Oh, Wheel of Fortune,
If I ended the NBA team, the first guy I would hire to be my courtside announcer is Ray Clay.
Oh, why
The
am I
old Bulls.
Oh yeah,
The old
yeah.
Bulls announcer. Best announcer. Yeah, best announcer ever.
Wasn't that cool? You remember those days?
Used to send chills up his spine when he introduced the Bulls.
It was something else, wasn't it? It was very cool. Very cool. That was a special team. And I remember how I'd imitate it. Like, I'd imitate it because I like to imitate stuff. And my brother, every time the Bulls win a title and I'd imitate it, my brother's like, they're going to get to say that all year again next year.
Yeah.
Because they got to keep saying it because it was world champion Chicago Bulls. Yeah.
Yep.
Let's hear some world champion Timberwolves. Yes.
You'll get it one day, mate. You'll get it one day.
Someday. World champion.
Well, you got the links.
Yeah, there you go. 2 and 3. The year in between there was just got to the finals and all that good stuff, but it was kind of like let's just say it was kind of like the Heat in Dallas. The better team didn't win, but
I think an Australian plays for the Lynx. I can't remember.
Ooh, no, now you got me. I'm blanking.
Yeah, I'm sure there was something on here saying an Australian just won a championship with the Minnesota Lynx. I can't remember who it was though.
Time to do
I'm
some.
not sure how much court time she got, but yeah.
There probably is. Yeah, they're probably well, at least when you look at the roster, they just show colleges. So if it doesn't say the country though, gotta keep clicking. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I might check it out.
Just for fun, right?
Yeah, interesting to see who it was.
Or at least
if I'm right.
Like maybe in the past. And that's cool. See, Vince Germano's knowledge goes into the links as well. See?
Yeah, I do like my Timberwolves. T-Wolves and Minnesota, and although my Lakers are my number one team, but as I've said many times, it's just I've always kept it on the T-Wolves because of the Luke Longley era, and always got a soft spot for him. So
For real.
yeah,
For sure. Chris Smith, though, remember that guy? He'd hit those threes once in a while with the Wolves.
yeah.
I like all those old names. So cool. I mean, yeah, I almost get teary-eyed remembering some of these old names.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Sidney Lowe, who became your coach.
Yeah, he was like way back at the beginning. Way back at the beginning. There was another Chris Smith who played with the Knicks a while ago. Yeah. Of course, it's showing both of them. Oh, well. It's actually not showing the old one, but it's stupid.
What's the there? Scott Roth, was it?
Yep, that's another one.
Scott Roth. Todd Murphy. Todd Murphy.
Who's another one that I hated? What was his name? Well, no, I didn't hate him, but he was just ugly and he was terrible. But he was a gopher and he was really, really good on the college team, so I have to be careful. Way back in the 70s, but obviously with the Wolves in the late 80s, early 90s, Randy Brewer.
Oh, I remember Randy Brewer. Had a 45-point game once.
Yeah, he did, which is weird. He was like, you look at him, it's like, that guy scored 45 points in a game?
Yep.
That's that guy, really? Like, ugh. You know?
He's in 2K14 on the
Serious?
the old day Milwaukee Bucks team. Forget which year it is, yeah, but it's like an 80s Bucks team. It's got Sidney Moncrief and Randy Brewer and Craig Hodges and all those guys.
Wow, that's cool. Huh.
Yeah.
That's neat. I like it.
Well, you got to get a PS4, mate, so we can play each other.
I got to do something. Yeah, I've been too lazy, haven't I?
Yeah, working 70 hours a week. How dare you?
Yeah, this week anyway. Yeah, I mean, sometimes in the winter it'll eventually go back down to 40-ish, but then again, there'll probably be some overtime right now. Ugh. But yeah, just one of those things. In the summer though, it's like 55.
No,
Or
get some overtime. Come to Australia, mate, and have a visit.
oh, that'd be cool. Yep, that'd be cool to be in Australia for sure.
You and Marcus come down.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, that guy.
I'll take you to an Aussie rules game, and you'll love it.
That would be awesome. And then we and watch us record. Yep. Timberwolves Courtside 2.0.
We'll take you to an NBL game, a basketball league, and you'll say, "Man, this sucks."
No, we'll probably enjoy it. I would. Yeah. I know that much.
No, it's a good league. It's a good league. I think I really do think you enjoy it. But yeah, there you go.
Without a doubt. So with that, we gotta do our lone wolf here. We'll just close
big time.
Here. We gotta close with our lone wolf. Do you have a pick?
My lone wolf. How can I go past? Once again, I'm going to go for Nikola Pekovic.
Yeah, he had a hell of a week, didn't he?
Yep, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it till the cows come home. I love Pekovic.
Yeah, and give him the ball this week. I'm going to join you this time. Yes, I'm going to join you this time. Love was a little bit inconsistent, good, but not spectacular. Martin was good, but his field goal percentage is up and down at times. Obviously, really, really good, but Pekovic to me was the lone wolf of the week, no doubt.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yep, there it is. I remember when you were imitating me at Courtside. You're like, why do they keep doing this, Marcus? Yes, sir. Yes.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, if Johnny Flynn Memorial, Corey Brewer. It's Corey Brewer for Johnny Flynn Memorial. I did not like him this week, except for the Cleveland game.
Look, I didn't mind him this week, but I too, and I didn't know you were giving it to him, but
yeah,
I gave it to him for one thing, and that was shooting that 3-pointer with the guy in his face when Kevin Martin was just a pass to his right, wide open, no one around him. When you needed a 3-pointer, so I had him earmarked for that, and I thought I'm not letting you get away with it.
Yeah, that kind of stuff bugged me too. I mean, it's like even Rubio would be a candidate because he was just non-existent offense this week. But then again, the 16 assist game, he can't go wrong there. And good, he's had a frustrating week, but he's second. But it's going to go to Brewer, so I'm with you there, Brewer and Pekovic. Look at us coattailing just like me in the forecast. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. We always like to joke about that because it's like great minds think alike.
That's it. Oh, mate, we just call it how we see it.
We do. Yeah, that's the best part. That's what they do on the Courtside, and that's what we do on Timberwolves Explosion. And man, it's awesome having you on here. Hopefully I can have you more and more at times. I mean, obviously I understand if you can't make it all the time, you know, and if Marcus ever comes out of his, as you guys call it, rehab on the he's having Timberwolves Explosion withdrawal or whatever, or rehab, you know.
Yeah, I always do BJ out when he goes missing. I'm like, you been in rehab again?
Yeah. It's and obviously it's a bit, folks. He's not in like real rehab or anything. No.
Yeah, it's just a joke.
Yeah, no one's doing drugs or whatever. Man.
Although we probably should, but we're not.
Oh, yep. The only drugs maybe like ibuprofen or something for toothache.
That's it. You want to do drugs when D'Antoni's coaching your team, let me tell you.
or like a lot of the rookies aren't playing.
Well, hopefully your forecaster can come back soon because, we miss his antics.
Yeah, we have so much fun. But
so Marcus, wherever you are, come on, mate, come back. We miss you.
Look at you.
Look at you.
We got
off the couch.
Yeah, really. Marcus. Okay, I always do that to him. I do it to him all day. I'm a little goofy. Yeah. when he comes over. Oh man. But so with that, it's more or less we're gonna call it a show here. It's been a lot of fun though. I really enjoy this. If the more you're on, the merrier and all that good stuff.
Oh look, mate, when I can, I'm happy to come on whenever I can.
Yeah, thank you. Yep. All right.
Yeah, it's enjoy talking hoops with the Mr. Paladino himself.
Paladino Joey and the People's Champ Vince Germano. This has been a great show indeed. Thanks again, and we shall see what happens next week, everybody. It's random at this point. We'll see, but Timberwolves Explosion will be on the air. Yes, that's the important part.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thanks again, everybody. We shall be back soon. Take care.